Everyone, welcome to ETI 1110, Lecture 14 about implementing and validating quality system. And we are going to dive into something really practical today. How to actually implement and validate a quality system. You know how company always talk about quality, but sometimes it feels like more like a buzzwords. Well, today we are going to break down how organizations turn those quality principles into real, measurable results. Think of this as your roadmap to make quality actually happen in the workplace. Let's get started. So here's the agenda for today. First, we'll explore the building blocks that make up the quality system. Think of this as the foundation of your house. Then we will look at the internal validation, which is basically how a company checks its own work. Next up, quality audits. So these are the audits conducted by third party or outside agency. After that, we'll tie it all together with validating the entire quality system. And finally, we'll wrap up with a quick summary. And those will be very practical stuff and you will actually see in the workplace. So stick with me. Let's talk about what makes a quality system actually work. Here's the thing, quality is not just one person's job or one department's responsibility. It's a complex web of interactions between different variables and disciplines working together. Imagine just we try to organize a group project that everyone has different skills. And we needed a tech person, the creative person, the organizer, right? Quality system work the same way. The two most important building blocks we are focusing on are the people and organizational learning. These are not just random choices, they are the core ingredients that make everything else possible. Without skilled, motivated people and a culture of continuous learning, even the best quality plan would fail. Start with people, because honestly, they are everything. Think about your favorite restaurant or store. What makes it great? Usually, it's the people working there, right? Here's why people are the heart of any quality system. First, human strengths. Employees bring intellect, empathy, and creativity that no machine or process can replicate. But here's the catch. We need a system support. That means proper training, motivation, and resources so employees can actually serve customers effectively. Then there's empowerment. Everyone needs to see themselves as part of the quality system, from the CEO to the person stocking shelves. And finally, job security. This one is huge. If a company is trying to improve quality but laying people off left and right, employees won't trust the process. They will be too worried about their jobs to focus on the employment. Make sense, right? Now it's turn to talk about organization learning and knowledge, which I would like call the brain of the quality system. First up is the knowledge capital. Information literally fuel continuous improvement. Think about how we learn from our mistakes in school. Organizations need to do the same thing. The learning process involves 3 steps. Assess what training people need, design effective training program, and deliver them well. And here is the competitive edge. Learning organizations adapt faster and perform better than their competitors. Imagine two coffee shops. One trained the baristas once and never again, and the other constantly teach new techniques and share customer feedback. Which one do you think they will stay in business longer? Definitely the one keep learning and improving every single time, right? Cultural is one of those things that's hard to say but incredibly powerful. It's referred to the norms and beliefs that lead to the decision-making patterns and actions in an organization. Think about the culture at your school or workplace. It's that unspoken vibe about how things get done. Key aspects include attitude towards change. Does everyone resist new ideas, or are they excited about the innovation? There is also the presence or absence of fear. In a good quality culture, people are not afraid to report problems or suggest the improvements. Then we have openness, fairness, and trust. Can employees speak up without getting in trouble? And finally, employee behavior at all levels. If manager preach quality but then cut corners themselves, that's a cultural problem. Culture is not written in a handbook. It's lived every single day. Here's something crucial: closeness to customers. This describes how well a firm understands what the customer actually needs and wants, not what the company thinks they need. Let's break down the impacts. First, data-driven insight means gathering or analyzing real information about changing customer demands. For example, Netflix noticed people are binge watching shows, so they started releasing entire seasons at once. That's data-driven. Second, the loyalty connection. Strong customer relationships build long-term trust. Think about brands you are loyal to. Why? And the third, surface emphasis. Anticipating both the current and future customers' needs. Apple is pretty famous for that, right? And they create products people didn't even know they wanted. And the key takeaway is that quality is not about what you think is good. It's about what your customers think is good. In order for everything good about quality happen, we need the support systems. Information system provide the core infrastructure for satisfying customers. Without good data or information flow, we are basically flying blind. Then there's the electronic data interchange, or EDI. This is increasingly important for meeting customer demands. Think about how Amazon tracks your package in real time. That's EDI at work, sharing information between different systems instantly. And finally, financial foundation. We need resources to support quality initiatives. Training costs money. New equipment costs money. Process improvements cost money. A company can have all the best idea in the world, but without financial backing, those ideas stay on the drawing board. It's like we want to cook an amazing meal, but having an empty wallet. Good intentions are not enough for quality system. First chapter we covered these three terms, and we want to revisit those three spheres of quality. Think of this as three interconnected circles that work together. First, quality management is about defining goals and strategies. This is the big picture planning, like deciding we want to be known for the best customer service in our industry. Second, quality assurance ensures that the system meets standard requirements. This is about building quality into our process from the start, like having a checklist when you pack up for a trip so you don't forget anything. And third, quality control, which monitors operations and corrects performance issues. This is where we actually check if things are working as planned and fix problems when they prop up. All three spheres need to work together. We cannot have great plan without execution, or great execution without a plan. Internal validation is basically how an organization checks its own homework. It's about assessing whether your quality system is actually working or if it's just looking good on paper. This involves regularly examining the process, gathering feedback from employees and customers, and honestly evaluating what's working and what is not. Think about how we might review our study habits before finals. Are your methods actually help you learn, or are you just going through the motions? Organizations need to do the same thing with their quality system. Internal validation is not a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process of self-reflection and improvement. The goal is to catch problems earlier and make adjustments before they become bigger issues that affect customers. Assessment tools are the specific instruments organizations use to evaluate their quality systems. These might include surveys, scorecards, checklists, or benchmarking against industry standards. In this slide, we have the example of called Are We Making Progress survey, which is one of the self-access survey tools designed to evaluate how well an organization's leadership is communicating and implementing quality principles throughout the company. Employees are asked to answer those survey questions about critical leadership behavior that directly impact quality system effectiveness. By collecting responses from across the organization, companies can identify gaps between the leadership intentions and the employees' experiences, measure progress over time, and pinpoint specific areas where the quality system needs strengthening. The questionnaire typically covers multiple categories beyond leadership, allow organizations to assess their quality system comprehensively, and track whether quality initiatives are truly make a positive impact on day-to-day operations. All right, let's demystify quality audits because they often sound intimidating, and many people think audit means something bad is happening, but actually it's not. First, continuous review means examining system regularly to improve customer service and understand existing processes. It's not about catching people doing something wrong. It's about continuous improvement. Secondly, standard-based audits follow established framework and procedures, which keep things objective and consistent. We're not making up rules as we go. We are following agreed-upon standards. And third, facts-focused means collecting accurate data for informed decisions. No guessing, no assumptions, just facts. Think of a quality audit like a health checkup. Your doctor uses standardized tests, gather real data. The goal is not to punish you for eating pizza in the nighttime. It's to help you improve your health. In order to conduct an effective audit, we need to understand the three foundational ingredients that work together. First are the auditing principles, which are the fundamental truths, primary laws, or doctrines that guide the entire audit process. Think of this as the rule of the game that ensure audits are conducted ethically, objectively, and consistently. Second are the auditing standards, which serve as measurements of performance or criteria that establish professional authority and consent. These are the specific benchmarks or requirements that the auditor uses to determine whether an organization is meeting acceptable quality level, similar to how building code are set up standard for construction projects. Finally, auditing procedures establish the courses of action available to the auditor to judge adherence to the standard and validate the application of the principles. These are the actual step-by-step methods and techniques auditors use to gather evidence, conduct interviews, and review documents, and evaluate whether the organization is truly following both the principle and meeting the standard. Together, these three ingredients ensure that audits are not arbitrary or subjective, but instead follow a structured, professional framework that produce reliable and meaningful results. The audit process follows 10 specific steps. Yes, this might seem like a lot, but actually each step serves a purpose. It starts with the preparation, getting ready, and defining what we are auditing. Then the audit team selection, choosing people with the right skill and objectivity. Step 3 is developing checklist so nothing gets missed. The opening meeting kicks things off officially and sets expectations. Then implementing the audit that's where the actual work happens. Analysis comes next, where we make sense of what we found. The exit meeting is where we share preliminary findings. Then reporting and corrective action, where we document everything and create improvement plan. Follow-up ensure those plans are actually implemented. And finally, closure wraps everything up. It's a systematic approach that ensures nothing falls through the cracks. Operational audits have a specific purpose and focus. They are the foundation that quality audits stem from, rooted in the operational auditing practices. The improvement goal is all about enhancing efficiency and effectiveness of the operations being audited. Basically, help things run better and smoother. And here's what I love about operational audits. They provide management support, helping all levels of management perform their responsibility more effectively. It's not about gotcha moment or find someone to blame. Instead, think of our operational audits as bringing a coach to help a sports team improve their game. The coach watches, analyzes, and provides feedback to help everyone perform better. That's exactly what operational audits do for the organization. While operational audits focus on the processes, we also have the performance audits, which focus on results. And performance audits come in several varieties, each serving specific purpose. Supply audits are conducted by purchasers to evaluate whether their supplies meet quality requirements, like the car manufacturer checking that the parts supplier maintain proper standard. Certification audits verify the organization's maintain internationally recognized certifications such as ISO 9000 or ISO 14000. Awards audits assess organizations applying for prestigious recognition such as the Malcolm Baldrige Awards or State Quality Awards. Consultant audits use external experts to evaluate a company quality maturity and identify improvement opportunities. Presidential audits are high-level review led by the company president to demonstrate top management's commitment to quality. And finally, qualitative audits compare current practices against best practice and structural measures, focusing on the quality process rather than just numbers. Each type provides different insights into organizational quality performance. Validating the quality system is about evaluating the status quo of the quality improvement efforts within the organization. It is our action plan for ensuring quality actually works in the company. And there are detailed steps. Step 1, build a team by assembling diverse qualified members who bring different perspectives. Step 2, analyze results to identify what's working and what is not working. And step 3, strategic alignment, means developing a signature strategy for improvement that fits the organization's unique situation. Step 4 is to create an action plan with specific timeline, assigned costs, and clear implementation steps. We cannot just say we approve, and we need the specifics, and that's the step 4 is all about. And step 5 is a continuous cycle, which means reviewing and repeating this validation process annually. Quality is not one and done deal. It's an ongoing commitment. Think of like maintaining your car, which don't just change the oil once and forget about forever. Conclude our lecture with some key takeaways. First, people and learning form the foundation of sustainable quality. Without investing our workforce and their development, nothing else matters. Second, cultural and customer focus drive loyalty and agility. The right organizational mindset and customer understanding keep the company competitive. Third, audits and validation ensure system reliability and improvement. These are our quality checkpoints that keep us on track. And finally, continuous evaluation turns feedback into lasting excellence. The theme throughout everything we've covered today is that quality is not static. It's dynamic, ongoing, and requires constant attention. Just like staying healthy as a person require regular exercise and good habits, maintaining quality requires continuous efforts and commitments. And thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy the content. Bye-bye.